Sorry about that. Greetings, Legunus, Arendelle here. And I am very excited to bring you something from my childhood. Straight from my childhood in a very literal way, because the cards that are in here and the decks that I'm going to be showing you are literally the cards me and my siblings played with when we were kids, when Pokemon was just barely coming out. Holy doggone Terra, some of these cards are probably ones that I saved up money for with little things here or there and actually bought out straight out of booster packs. I remember when I got my Lugia, Holy Terra and things like that. Unfortunately, my Lugia didn't survive long enough to make it into this collection, which is very unfortunate because that would be a really cool card to show off. But this pack right here, showing off here. One sec. Sorry, I have to cover up part of this one due to some sensitive information on it, but yeah, that would have been an awesome card to show off. But in any case, we're going to go ahead and get to that in a little bit later. What I want to do in the first part of this stream is go ahead and essentially cover a bunch of decks that are still intact from when we used to play, back when we played. Holy Terra, that was like 15 years ago. I don't even know how many years ago that was. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cover that first. And let me know how y'all are hearing me. I kind of have the microphone a little further away from me because I'm actually using it to keep the camera mounted on. So, yeah. Anyway. Oh, Terra Nova. Well, that thing is not going to stay open. Okay, I'm going to set this desk down over here, and I'll bring the decks that I'm actually going to be popping open over. Oh, that is a little bit slick. Anyway, alright, so this is a fire deck, as it's painfully obvious to see. I don't need to be sleeving this one because it's already in a color-appropriate, sleeves that I suspect might also already be dragon sleeves. The sleeves that my, these are my little sister's cards. She bought a bunch of dragon sleeves, and that's what I'm going to be putting all the decks in. These look high quality enough that I bet they're dragon sleeves. They're decently form-fitting, so. Anyway, so this is all the energy cards right here. And now we're going to go ahead and just, as long as I don't get the light reflecting off of that too powerfully, I'll go ahead and show off all these cards. Oh, man. Switch one of your benched Pokemon with your active Pokemon. Oh, yeah. That's how that plays. I'm so used to Magic the Gathering and Yu-Gi-Oh! I forget you'd actually have a front and center Pokemon that would be the one to actually do your attacking and defending and whatnot. I totally spaced on that. Anyway, and then, oh yeah, potion, remove up to 2 damage counters from one of your Pokemon. Oh yeah, I remember this, the trainer, recycled Jigglypuff. Oh yeah, that's cute. Oh man. Shuffle your hand into your deck, flip a coin. If heads, draw 8 cards. If tails, draw 1 card. Well, at least you were guaranteed at least a card back with these. Oh yeah, Gust of Winds. Oh, all of these, though, are basically pretty common cards. Oh, I remember Bill. I actually remember that. Oh, Mr. Fuji. Oh, that rings bells, but I can't bring him to mind properly. Huh. Anyway. Oh, holy Terra. Check that out. Charizard. Oh, it still sparkles. That is absolutely awesome. It's a second edition, not a first edition, which is kind of strange. I expected it to be a first edition, considering that we got this back, like, during the original time when these Pokemon cards were coming out. So it does surprise me that this is only a second edition. But still, though, pretty doggone old. It's strange that its resistance... I mean, it's... Oh, its weakness was to water. Its resistance is to strength. Okay. That is a bit odd that it was to strength, but... Oh, Blaine's Arcanine. Check that out. That is absolutely awesome. Heat Tackle and Firestorm were his 2 abilities. Oh, Flareon. Oh, I love all the Eevee evolutions. This one is especially elegant. Man, I miss playing Pokemon. Oh, anyway. Oh, yeah, and then we have Charmeleon, of course. Greetings, Jake. Greetings and hail. Oh, and also, if Budgie's around, you know, greetings and hail, Budgie. I, just spotted your chat there. And sorry if I'm shaking around the camera a little. I'm trying not to shake anything too much. Ninetales. Oh, dang straight. The evolution to Vixen. I remember this. Oh, yeah, I remember this card. Also a second edition. Pretty old, but not the oldest. Anyway, just doing some college stuff right now. Cool, Jake. Awesome. Get your education rocking. Okay, this one's not a holographic, but holy terror. Still, this is Moltres. Moltres, sorry. This is Moltres. This is fragging awesome. Its length was 6 feet 7 inches. Its weight was 132 pounds. You know, the movie made these things seem a lot bigger and heavier than that. I think... I don't know. Maybe they retconned what's on the card here. Known as the legendary bird of fire, every flap of its wings creates a dazzling flash of flames. Level 35 to 46. Huh. Oh, Dragon Air. Oh, man. This must be partially a dragon deck. Man, the artwork is just gorgeous. Man, that is some gorgeous artwork. The camera cannot do this justice. I need a better camera to be able to show off these kind of cards. Because this is just gorgeous. Man, I wish Mark were here to check this out. This is just his cup of tea. Oh yeah, Blaine's Rapidash. I believe this is the evolution to Ponyta. Oh, Blaine's Charmander. So not your regular Charmander, but Blaine's Charmander. So it's a little bit on the up and up. Not going to be a normal one. And not going to have a regular tail whip either, because yeah, the end of its tail is on fire. Actually, with the Charmanders, Charmeleon and Charizard, the fire on... Well, I don't know if Charizard actually had fire on the end of his tail. Let me actually go back and check on that. Oh no, he does. He does. Okay, there is a fire on the end of his tail. Weird. For some reason I thought there wasn't. But anyway, with these Pokemon, it's said that if the fire on the end of their tail ever goes out, they'll die. But anyway. Oh yeah, here's Vulpix. The basic card that preludes, why is this so hard to remember? I can't remember. Oh, Ninetales, duh. I freaking knew that. Oh, so it's a fire deck plus flying deck, I'm guessing. Not that flying meant as much in these decks as... One sec. Breathing is still a thing. As it does in other games, I don't think. I don't know, it's been so long since I played this. Oh, holy terror, Drill Peck. Ugh. Man, that sounds horribly painful. Anyway, and this is Fearow. Oh yeah, that was Spearow. This is Fearow. Oh, and there's Blaine's Ponyta. Man, Pokemon are just the coolest thing. Oh, there's Eevee. Eevee is freaking awesome. I love Eevee. Oh, and there's the normal Charmander. Gotta freaking love He's accidentally lighting stuff on fire and just going, oh. Oops. Okay, this is Growlithe. That is the pre-evolution to... I can't remember. Dang it. But it's described as a puppy Pokemon. So, hey, if you want a puppy, you know, just get something that can literally light your house on fire when it's upset. You know, that doesn't sound like it would ever backfire at all. Wait, Brock? Brock was a strength-oriented guy. He always liked the rock-type Pokemon. I never knew he ever even... I mean, it makes sense that he would collect other Pokemon, but this one is obviously one that he personally trained in order to be named after him, so that speaks to... something about that. He must have had a thing for fire Pokemon at some point for this to be a thing. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a description anywhere on it. Just as Fox Pokemon length 2 feet 0 inches, weight 22 pounds. Wow, this thing was tiny. Vulpixes were really small. My dog's not a huge dog, and she weighs in at 50 pounds, so she's bigger than that thing. This is a dragon Pokemon. Length 5 foot 11 inches. So this thing's longer than I am tall, because I'm 5'10". So this thing comes in just an inch. Like if you were to completely stretch it out while I was laying next to it, it would be just longer than me. And it's the basic Pokemon, so that should give you a pretty good, idea of even the smallest version of this Pokemon's pretty big. Anyway, oh yeah, let me catch up on the chat. Finished Sons of Illyrion yesterday and couldn't even read the next short story properly because I would constantly think about all the stuff that happened in the previous stories. You know, there are pros and cons to that. On one hand, that's really awesome. On the other hand, that's really frustrating. Anyway, Budgie says, sell them all. They're not mine, Budgie. They're my little sister's. I'm just going through, and she is sort of lending them to me. On the other hand, I am going to be sleeving a bunch of them. So yeah, but they're not mine. So I can't go selling these. But hey, you know, if some dude were to randomly hop on here and make an offer, I would absolutely pass it on to her. If that were to happen, which I don't think it's likely, but anyway. Let's see. Jake says, I ain't an Elf fan, but I hugely recommend reading the Elf Omnibus so far. Well, you gotta know your enemies. The new Kangaroo Elves. What? I heard about the Kangaroo Elves? Even better, no attachments to them. No, Budgie. I have attachments to these cards. These are the surviving Pokemon cards from when me and all my siblings played as children. Literally, these are them. I've played with these cards a lot as a kid. Basically, my little sister was the only one to get all the cards. And she was the only one to have kept them. They just sat basically in her room for well over 10 years. I don't even know how many years. Anyway, alright, let's go ahead and move on. Already seen Spearow. Oh, Blaine's Growlithe. Man, that artwork's actually... I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of that artwork, but it looks pretty good. Makes it look like that's just his skin, though, and not fur, because there's a glisten coming off of that just perfectly. Unless his fur's, like, really sweaty right then or something, right? I don't know. This, I think, is the original artwork for Dratini. Yeah. I love that gorgeous... Like, even though the artwork's really basic in the background, man, I wish I had a better webcam. That it's still just gorgeous, especially considering these were early works. Blaine's Charmander again. Ooh, Blaine's Charmeleon. I wish these things had descriptions talking about Blaine's particular attachment to this one. I don't like the artwork for this Charmeleon nearly as much, but you know, it's alright. It's alright. And then there's Blaine's Ponyta and Eevee. So if anybody comes along who actually is into the meta of Pokemon, I mean, I don't think this deck would be like doing super well in the new Pokemon that's out these days. But how is it to look into the mindset of people who actually played these games back in the day? When these were the original Pokemon cards that were around, all that was around. I mean, if anybody happens along, like, what do you think of getting in a look into the mindset of how people made their decks back then? Anyway, though, we'll go ahead and call that square on that one. And now the rest of the decks are not sleeved, or they're in the wrong color of sleeves. And my little sister asked me to put them into the correct color. So she bought a bunch of dragon sleeve cases just for that purpose. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to sleeve them first. Then after I'm done sleeving them, I'll go ahead and sort through them all. I just want to get them sleeved and not get hung up on every single one. One sec, I got to quickly find the right sleeves for these ones. No, that one. Okay, I think... Yeah, blue. Okay. Alright. Let me go and bust these things open. Come on. Okay. Alright. And my little sister bought dragon sleeves for these. So... Stay. Go back. I can't have that underneath this sword. I won't be able to reach. Alright. I'll just quickly go through and sleeve all of these. This is going to be a little bit monotonous, just doing this part. This is where I really wish I had a co-host to basically just talk and shoot the breeze while I was doing that, while I'm doing this particular part. Because otherwise it's just people watching me just, you know... Yeah, I don't even have this part on camera. Put these things into sleeves over and over again. Hey, stay. Oh, man. These cards. Okay, this one has the second edition symbol on it, but the rest don't. So I'm like, does that mean that these ones are, like, older or newer? I'm not sure. First editions will say first edition, right? They'll actually say that? Not really sure. But a lot of these cards do say second edition in that top right corner. Oh, darn, my neck's getting all tense. Oh, gotta relax it. Yeah, this is gonna get a little bit old. I'll try to pay attention to the chat, see if there's anything I can reply to. Oh, darn. Jake says, yes, I do Arndelft, and I can't even remember what I said to cause Jake to say that. Dang it. Ugh. Talk about wishing you had that, eidetic, what is it called? Eidetic memory? Is that what that's called? When you have, basically you have total recall. You can remember everything you've ever heard. Remember that funny story where a college professor watched as this one of his students in his front row was not taking any notes, and finally, for some reason, he felt the need to confront this college student. I really don't know why. It's not like the college student was cheating, and it's not like, you know, it's like this guy's paying to be here. So it's not like in high school where the teachers are all up in arms because the students are getting to basically be there for free. At least in American college, you actually have to pay to be there. So I don't know why a professor would feel the need to confront his student, but whatever, he did. He confronted his student and was like, why are you not taking notes like literally everyone else? And the student just said, because I can remember everything that you're saying. And the college professor was like, basically scoffed at that, was like, nobody can do that. And so the guy literally quoted word for word verbatim what the professor had said before. And basically proved to everybody, was like, no, I can perfectly remember everything. Like, it's not a question. It's freaking hilarious. I'm sorry, I kind of have a personal beef with teachers who end up accusing their students of either slacking off or cheating when they're not doing that. Because I take very personal beef when people accuse me of that kind of thing. I just... Arrgh. Anyway, though. Just uploading the image cards into the Sway M? The image cards? Into the Sway M? I got no idea what... I have no clue what that is, Jake. That went completely over my head. Man, holy terror, there are a lot of water cards in here. Like, if anybody has any doubt, this is a water deck. In case you didn't put that together already. Come on. Some of these cards I can tell are a bit worn. Like, I'll feel the corner, and I can tell that they're coming apart at the corner. Oh, that's funky. This card's got a couple of stars at the bottom. Wonder what that's about. Huh. Okay, well, I don't know what that's about, but interesting. Okay. Don't worry, I'll explain later. Oh, okay, alright. Okay. As long as I'm not expected to know what that is right now. Okay, we're finally through the energies. So we're getting into the rest of the cards. Holy crap, why am I making my neck so tense? My neck was fine before I started the stream. It's weird. Alright. Oh. Okay, I know I said I wasn't going to do this and I was just going to go through all the cards before sleeving them. I was wrong. Anyway, attach Defender to one of your Pokemon. At the end of your opponent's next turn, discard Defender. Damage done to that Pokemon by attacking is reduced by 20 after applying weakness and resistance. Interesting. Okay. So, if your opponent just chooses not to attack or just wasn't planning to attack, the card will get discarded. But otherwise, if they do attack, it mitigates 20 damage. So, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Energy Search. Oh yeah, I remember trading my Lugia away. And when I traded my Lugia away, this was one of the cards that I got. The person offered me like 20 cards, and it was a total rip-off, but I got oohed and awed by just how many cards there were. Sort of reminds me when somebody gets an offer where they normally in court would be able to get like 20,000, not 20,000, like hundreds of thousands of dollars, but somebody approached the person with a case full of money, and they're like, if you take this case, we'll call it settled in court. And it turns out, you know, that even though it looks like a lot of money, it's only $50,000. So they ended up settling for far less, and it was just because of how impressive the raw cash looked. And that was sort of the same effect that was worked on me. Even though these cards are rares, they're not worth that much. And like, you could count out hundreds of them, and it still wouldn't have been worth my one Lugia. But I still made the mistake of trading it away, and yeah, and the person that I traded it away to, when I eventually turned around and said, man, that wasn't worth it, they rubbed it in my face. They weren't a good sport about it. They weren't like, well, trade's made, sorry. They were just all like, no trade backs, well, ha ha. And holy crap, I am the grudge bearer, and it's sad that I still remember that. Anyway, you heard about the Resident Evil Village, aka Reb? No, I have not heard about that. I think it looks pretty interesting, though. They are really going for that creepy supernatural aspect as well. Wait, is this an actual place that you can visit? That would be really freaking awesome. Like, sort of like Harry Potter world and all that. Which would be a cool place to visit if it weren't the fact that the world's trying to eat itself through stupidity right now. Oh, how much I wish the world wasn't trying to eat itself through stupidity. Anyway, though. Ooh, okay. This was one of the newer cards back in the day. When my siblings and I finally stopped collecting Pokemon cards, this was one of the newer ones. And you can tell how it starts to look differently from the older style here. Well, actually, that's not even a good comparison is between another trainer card. This is how the trainer card started changing between these two. Right there. As you can see, the style started changing dramatically. I prefer the old, if I'm being honest. But back in the day, I do remember seeing the new cards and being like, oh, that is so cool. But I was a little kid, and new things generally impressed me a little more back then than they do now. Now, something has to have substance before I'm just gonna get impressed with it. It's gotta have meaning. Otherwise, I'm just like, nah. Oh, okay, alright, I forgot to even bring up the art here. Even though, like, that's not the most... I don't know. This artwork here has super nostalgia for me. Just looking, I'm like, holy crap, that was like one of the earliest, if not the, or this might have been the first artwork for Magikarp. That is so freaking awesome. I love this. Anyway, those, let me see. Those cards look cool. Oh, dang straight they do. Oh man, I love these cards. They are absolutely awesome. This, you know, Krabby. Oh man. This is a trip down memory lane. Oh, I just barely remembered how to tell common, uncommon, and rare cards apart. It just barely came back to me. There's these tiny little symbols down in the bottom right. The camera's probably not sensitive enough to pick that up, unfortunately. As I said before, I need a better webcam. But if it's just a circle, it's a common card. If it's a diamond, it's uncommon. And if it's a star, it's rare. This one's just a diamond. This Kingler here, he's not rare. But still, though, it is awesome to see these cards again. I don't care how common they are. Like this Psyduck. To me, this Psyduck, even though it's just a common card, is a doggone classic. It is an absolute classic. What is this? Yeah, it is just a common card. But just seeing this artwork again, and that this is a water Pokemon with psychic ability and all that, and just the nuance of that. And if you wanted to tap into Psyduck's full abilities, you'd have to have some energy cards in a water deck. Which, unless you had a bunch, like this was some of the nuance of Pokemon, unless you had a bunch of water in your, but like if you wanted to actually mix up your deck, you'd either be putting a very small amount of psychic energy cards into your deck, or you'd have a bunch just to use this on these two cards, Psyduck and Golduck. So, I'm assuming, since I did not find any psychic energy, that if you ever did pull Psyduck out, you basically just had to ignore his psychic ability because they didn't have any psychic energy to use that. Yeah. But once, I feel sorry for Psyduck while he's still Psyduck, but once he evolves into Golduck, all those poor headaches that he constantly gets go away. And finally he can act normal for a change. Not be in constant pain. Also, Golduck's psychic abilities are actually decently good. They're actually pretty, like, the Psyduck's psychic abilities were unstable and erratic. But Golduck, those things could be uber impressive when they chose to be. Anyway, though, let's go ahead and put this in here. Okay. Yeah, I never forget. I absolutely never ever forget. I'll link you the trailer and gameplay reveal. Okay, all right. So it's not an actual place. It's just okay, gameplay reveal and trailer. Okay, all right. No, I didn't see that. Wasn't aware of it, but yeah, I will check it out. Come on. Oh no, it's Squirtle. Oh, Fragging Terra, check it out. It's Squirtle. This is so awesome. I think this is the original, well, it's second edition card, but I think this might be the original artwork for Squirtle. That is so freaking awesome. Squirtle is one of the original classics. Anyway. Poliwhirl. I believe this is a second grade evolution. I think Mark was thinking about actually doing some clay models for Poliwhirl, like or ceramic, or whatever it is that he uses. I'm not familiar. I'm not sure. What he uses, but and this is Poliwag, the basic evolution that comes before Poliwhirl. If it was, I don't think you'll survive the trip, mates. Oh, no. No, my odds of survival would not be incredibly high. But anyway. Oh, yeah. Psyduck. What is that? Oh, it says promo. It's got a star there, and it says promo. Interesting. Wonder why it says that. Different artwork. I'm not familiar with this, though. I was never into collecting cards, to be honest. Well, I mean, I have a lot of Magic cards. Like, these are not my cards. These are my little sister's. But, my Magic cards... Okay, this is confusing. Unless there was Psychic Energy, like, look at this. All of this, Dark Golduck's abilities are Psychic. So, why is it in here? You can't use this thing unless there's some Psychic Energy with which to use these abilities. So I'm kind of confused at its presence. Huh. Man, maybe that was just, whoever built this particular deck just made a mistake back in the day. Didn't think that one through. But anyway, though. Another Poliwag and another Poliwhirl. But I don't collect cards necessarily, Jake. Yes, I collect them, but not for a collection. I have my Magic the Gathering cards to actually play with. Like, that's the reason I have them. I don't ever collect cards just for a collection. Sure, I might go for a card to be like, hey, I don't have that card, and I'd like to have it. But mostly, that's because I actually want to have that card as an option in one of my decks. Anyway, this is... I don't believe this is one of the original Pokemon that came out. Oh, whoa, check this out. It's got strength. This is a strength ability that requires strength energy. Which means while you can use the recover ability, unless you have strength energy in this deck, that's so weird. Isn't that funky? Man. Anyway. But I do enjoy playing Magic the Gathering and other games like that. Oh, check this out. An alternate artwork for Squirtle. Doesn't look quite as awesome, but it's also got the Team Rocket symbol there in the corner. Giving me the impression that even though it doesn't say Dark Squirtle, this might have been an early Dark Squirtle before they actually put Dark up there. Dark Pokemon didn't last very long, though. I guess because people didn't like the feeling of having Pokemon that had been abused by Team Rocket and forced to turn dark. So I don't think they kept up that style for a while because of that. Anyway, this is Wartortle. Wartortle? If you pronounce it correctly, it's like Wartortle. But I'm used to pronouncing it Wartortle. Or Wartortle? Blah, blah, blah. I'm overthinking this. Anyway. Yeah. This is Wartortle, and he is abso-fraggin-lutely awesome. I mean, I know this artwork is just, like, super basic. It's, like, super basic, but this is from my childhood. This is just, like, pure nostalgia for me. This is pure awesomeness incarnate. I freaking love this. Anyway, I'm still looking for a Poliwrath and a Blastoise in this deck. So far, those two have not come up. You know, there's been enough Psyducks in this deck that you'd think that they'd put Psychic Energy into this deck to fuel them, because there's a lot of abilities just going to waste. And that one Golduck had nothing but, like, it had one colorless energy required for one of its abilities, but besides that, you still needed Psychic Energy just to play any of its abilities, including the one that needed colorless energy as well. And colorless energy, just so everyone knows, who might not know, basically, if you had a colorless energy as a requirement, it didn't mean you had to have a colorless energy. It meant that you could have any energy take up that slot, including colorless energy. Excuse me. Squirtle. As long as Squirtle has any energy cards attached to it, damage done to Squirtle by an opponent attack is reduced by 10 after applying weakness and resistance. Oh, what weird. This... Oh, no, that's electricity. Its weakness is to electricity, which I think is really common for water Pokemon. I thought it was colorless. I was like, that's weird to have a weakness to colorless Pokemon. Which, back during these older editions, I don't even think colorless Pokemon were a thing yet. Colorless energy was, but not colorless Pokemon yet. Oh, wait, no, Snorlax was around, and he was colorless. Never mind. Okay, this looks like... This is a dark Wartortle, and it just, like, looks like some angry teenager. Just like... my parents won't let me go out and play, so I joined Team Rocket. I swear, that's just what that comes off as. Holy terror. Oh, check this out. Oh, check this out. We have a Lapras. Now that may be basic artwork, but this was the first artwork I ever really came across for Lapras. And I remember when I first saw this Pokemon, Lapras was like the premier. Like, Lapras wasn't like the apex water Pokemon, but it was still one that you really, really wanted. I do remember that. Oh man, I need to... Okay, alright, I'm just gonna go through this. This is Gyarados. Second edition. Absolutely gorgeous. The camera's picking up the holographic sparkles. That is just beautiful. Okay, let's just get that in there. I remember Dragon Rage as an ability. It was a bit of an unstable ability, but I still remember. And there's the Poliwrath. There it is. That is gorgeous too. Also a second edition. Nope, give it here. Oh, that is gorgeous. Poliwrath, the whole oh yeah, the Poliwag, Poliwhirl, and Poliwrath were never any of my favorites, but they're still gorgeous. Oh darn, I slid that all the way across. Didn't mean to do that. Was having a hard time picking it up. Blastoise. This is one of the Apex evolutions. Gorgeous artwork. I love the artwork. I know it's not exactly a complex style or anything. It's not super detailed. I still love it. I still absolutely love it. Okay. Oh. Then we have a newer Gyarados. This was a newer style, to be absolutely honest. I'm not really into it. It's not my favorite, but it looks okay. And that's okay. I'd still, like, you know, I'd still be perfectly happy if I had a Gyarados like this in one of my decks. Get off. Alright, and that will be the last of these cards. Okay, I'll go ahead and put... Oh, well, you know, I'll sort through these first really quick one more time. Especially for those who may come and watch this later and want to get a look into the minds of those who put decks together back when. Okay, there were several Magic cards, I remember that, and there were 2 Gyaradoses. There was like 2 Wartortles, 2... I can't remember. But anyway, yeah, let's just go through this. Yeah, but beside, even though there were a crap ton of Psyducks and Golducks, and this particular Golduck uses, you know, you need Psychic Energy to use any of its abilities, it still didn't have any Psychic Energy anywhere in this deck, which I found to be very confusing. But anyway. So this deck has, like, a couple of cards that are newer, well, were newer back when these cards were first coming out. But, yeah. Okay, alright, let me go ahead and put that away. Indeed, very shiny, Jake. Very, very shiny. Makes me happy. Okay, what am I looking at here? Holy terror. The yawn just forced its way out. Oh, I'm actually trying to stay awake now. That came out of nowhere. I'm really tired. These are all in red? It's kind of funky. They're colorless poke. Oh. That is Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I remember whenever I would play the Pokemon games, I was always super eager to catch one of these. Oh, that is gorgeous to see. That is gorgeous to see. And this was a powerful Pokemon too. That was decently powerful. And look, you know, Meowth and then Persian. That was the evolution that Meowth from the cartoon series never evolved into. He never even learned Payday, which was apparently an ability where he would just summon coins. Meowth just learned how to talk, and then that was that. Oh, Hoot Hoot. Weird artwork for Hoot Hoot, but this was a newer card back when these decks were first put together. So we were like always eager to stick them in. And one thing as well, I believe Hoot Hoot. Yeah, look, it says Hypnos. Oh, this is in Spanish. Oh, it says Pokemon in the regular way on the back, but it's in Spanish. Oh, Rattata. I love this artwork just because of how related it is to me when I was a kid. But basically, that was just a rat that people trained how to fight. It actually would fight. Lickitung. Although Team Rocket favored rat Pokemon like a lot for some reason. Lickitung. That is so freaking awesome. Oh, look! On the left-hand side, it actually says First Edition. So it does say that when it's a First Edition. This Lickitung is a First Edition. It's just an uncommon card, but still. That's so cool. Okay, Blaine's Duo. Blah, 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 I can't even say that. And then Blaine's Dodrio with 3 angrier than ever heads. Snorlax. Oh, it's Snorlax, baby. Don't mess around with the fat guy. He hits the hardest. I freaking love the original artwork for Snorlax. It's so freaking awesome. Snorlax is a beast. Oh, Lieutenant Surge's Raticate? Oh, apparently even though he's an electric style Pokemon guy, he got a Pokemon that wasn't towards any color. Weird. Oh, Dark Raticate, which was really common. Team Rocket loves rat Pokemon for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, anyway, let's go ahead and... Oh, Lieutenant Surge's Rattata. Electro, definitely newer style. Even though this is an older Pokemon, this is definitely a newer style of card and artwork. Card design and artwork. Definitely newer. I'm not a fan of the artwork, but oh, here's an older one. And I say older. I don't think it's the oldest out there, but this is an older Voltorb. Holy terror. These Voltorbs look absolutely awesome. This is... Oh, wow. That yawn just forced its way out. This is a Magnemite. Definitely not the original artwork, I'm pretty certain. I might be wrong about that. Magnemite. And yes, Lickitung licks. Dang straight. Well, Magneton. I believe this is the original artwork for Magneton. That looks so fragging awesome. I know, Jake, you might be looking at that just going... Well, that's really basic art style. And I'm like, I know. But this is the artwork that was around when I was a kid, and I love it. Okay, Pikachu. Oh, man. Pikachu. Arguably the most classic Pokemon of them all. I don't believe that's the original artwork for Pikachu, but still, it's Pikachu. And you gotta love Pikachu. Man, I do not know why I'm so tired all of a sudden, and I just got a throbbing pain in my hand. But Raichu, check that out. This Raichu is a bit hashed, a bit worn. Got a few scratches, but still freaking gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, no, I'm losing him. Okay, alright. Well, Kangaskhan now gets to be on the front, so. Ooh, another Raichu. Newer style of card and newer artwork, of course. Definitely newer artwork and style and all that. Oh, okay. This is not an original Zapdos. But still, it's Zapdos. And it is holographic. Freaking love Zapdos. Zapdos is a beast. Oh, man. Just had a really bad itch on my chest all of a sudden. Anyway. Holy Terra. Zapdos is awesome. I love Zapdos. We got another Magneton here. Definitely newer style. Oh, there's the original artwork, I think, for Magnemite. It's also, this is a second edition. And yeah, it looks almost like it's underwater, but that's just the electricity above it, I think. But yeah, I believe that's the original artwork. Then Lieutenant Surge's Magnemite. And Lieutenant Surge's Pikachu, which it looks so mean and aggressive, it makes me sad. I'm like, oh, what are you doing with my Pikachu? The Pikachu doesn't look cute. What's wrong with it? Makes me sad. That's just not a Mag Depression right there. Definitely newer card. Abso-friggin-lutely newer. This is not one of the older style. So as you can see, when we stopped playing, the newer cards were coming out. We weren't collecting them a crap ton, but they were out. And I think part of the reason why we stopped collecting is because none of us really got into the newer designs. It just didn't really attract us. Anyway, I'm going to have to look over my little sister's instructions about what cases she wants on these cards because I don't remember. And that's something I'm going to have to do at a later time. But anyway, I'm going to go and put these away. Because I don't think she wants red cards on those because they don't match red at all. Oh, and here's some random yellow energy. Whoa. Well, this is trippy. I think this yellow energy is meant to be possibly in that deck. I'm not sure. I'm just going to have to consult her on these cards. Because I'm kind of confused by their sorting. Okay. This was one of the first colorless energy to come out. And you can see all the different colors of energy in the background. Oh, that is beautiful. And it was 2 energies on top of all that, so. Okay. And this was some kind of different kind of energy. I don't exactly remember. A different... a different kind of training card. Man, you know what? Okay, I'm going to quickly flip on my intro again just to listen to the music and help wake myself up. So, I'm just going to listen to the music really quick while I continue showing off some of these cards. So, you'll bear with me for that. Okay, I'm more awake than I was now than I was before. Okay, that feels a lot better. So I was actually looking at Secret Mission here. It says look at your opponent's hand. Then you may discard as many other cards as you want from your own hand and draw that many cards. So that's actually not it seems a bit confusing because you'd think that you would be attacking their hand and discarding cards from their hand. But it turns around and allows you to discard cards from your hand and draw that many cards. So if there's some cards that are just useless for you right then, that's actually useful to have. Not to mention it gives you a sneak peek at the opponent's hand. Remove all special conditions from your active Pokemon. A full heal. But anyway, yeah, a bunch of Mysterious Fossil. Play Mysterious Fossil. as if it were a basic Pokemon. While in play, Mysterious Fossil counts as a Pokemon instead of a trainer card. Mysterious Fossil has no attack, can't retreat, and can't be asleep, confused, paralyzed, or poisoned. If Mysterious Fossil is knocked out, it doesn't count as a knocked out Pokemon. Discard it anyway. At any time during your turn before you attack, you may discard Mysterious Fossil from play. Oh man, I remember that. Oh, I remember Mysterious Fossil is how you summoned a lot of the fossil type Pokemon. Which makes me really wish Mark were here to see this. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to consult my little sister on those. But I can see a Dreadnought, Imperial Knight, and Treeman in the background. Indeed, indeed. This is my Imperial Knight right here. A couple of Treeman, and then, of course, my Dreadnought over there. Which is... What style is that Dread? Primaris. It's a Primaris pattern Dreadnought. Whatever you call it. But for some reason, you can only put Primaris Marines in those things. Because apparently they're the only ones good enough to go in them. Don't ask me. I do not have the explanations. Okay. This again. I am looking for... I had something. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to play the music again to try and wake myself up while I look for what I was looking for. So, one sec. You know what? I've actually got an alternate style that I can flip on. I'm going to flip that on. Let's see. And yeah, this was the first intro Budgie got for me. Drat it all. I come back with a yawn. That's irritating. What? That's confused. I'm looking at her instructions for Psychic. Okay, whatever. I think she wants the clear cards on the purple. Okay. Well, there aren't any amethyst colored cards, so yeah, she wants the clear cards on the purple. Okay. Well, these are her cards. And let's face it, she paid for the cases. So, all these cases that she purchased for this, not cheap. Each one of these boxes was like $12. So, yeah, not cheap. Not cheap at all. Anyway, Psychic deck. One of my favorites. I love Psychic decks. I mean, I may have a passion for all the colors, but Psychic, it's up there with me. It's on the top. To play games with your opponent's minds, literally. Oh, give it, give it. Okay. Cool, alright, this is the correct way. Okay. So, while these cases are clear, the other side of them is matte, so they're not completely clear. As you can see, here, I'll just put a Pokemon card in. You can see the back of the Pokemon card right here. That's what it's going to look like normally. Okay, the front is clearly visible. And, oh, wait, the map part doesn't actually make it, like, you can still see through it just fine. Alright, well, never mind then. That's still perfectly transparent, basically. Anyway. The skin around my fingers and hands are so dry and cracking, it's opened up my skin too. Ouch! I mean, I was like that just a few weeks ago, but, then some people came and ding-dong ditched our house with a bunch of free stuff. They gave us a really soft blanket. Holy doggone terror. The thing was so doggone soft. Of course, my wife nabbed that for herself. She sleeps with that every night. But the lotion I basically nabbed for me to basically just put onto my hands to stop them from cracking. Because during winter, yeah, my skin cracks too, Jake. Ow, and it just bleeds. But as you can see, my skin's currently pretty fine at the moment. Yeah, my skin's freaked out, insecure, neurotic, and emotional. So, you know. Skin has emotions now. Okay. You know, for people who break out in goosebumps, I suppose in a way, skin does have emotions because it can like actually express your emotions and stuff like that. Oh man, I remember Goosebumps as a kid. Man, I love all the old school stuff. Okay. Let's get it all in there. Come on. I know this is the most intense part of it all. Watching all the energy cards get let go. Static electricity is causing these cases to stick to each other. But yeah, let go. Watch me put energy cards one by one into cases. I know that's what you all are here for. Who cares about seeing the rare cards? You want to see the energy. Oh yeah, baby. It doesn't help that I do washing up very often when the water is cold and then pour in the hot water with fairy liquid. What the... What's fairy liquid? Am I missing a reference? Fairy liquid? Is that a type of soap in the UK? Give it. Let go. Static electricity. Cars are like, no, don't separate us. Just sticking together, you just feel a little more protected. Oh, dang. That burp went up my nose. Or out my nose, down my, whatever the term is. Went out my nose. Yeah, oh, it's a type of soap. Oh, okay, alright. Oh, you gotta love cold, freaking ice cold water, and you're just sitting there going, I just want to wash my hands. Warm up, please. The tap water in my kitchen, that stuff takes like a full minute before it even starts getting warm, let alone hot. But the water in the bathroom, like if you have the hot water on, it instantly goes to like scalding hots. So you got to be careful with that one. And then you have to know this perfect position to put the handles on the tap. Otherwise, it either goes to way too hot or way too cold. Like, there's this perfect position which is just like lukewarm. The freaking tap in the bathroom, it ticks me off. I hate that tap. It's for washing the dishes. Ah, gotcha. Man, this is a lot of psychic... I guess it seems like more psychic energy than it would otherwise. Because when you put them in cases, like already, just these energies right here already stack higher than the rest of the deck, which is by far more cards. But putting them in cases makes them seem like so much more. Okay. I'm starting to develop a slouch here. I gotta prop my seat up. Where did I put that thing? Because my chair is all dysfunctional. I actually used a screwdriver to get my chair to hold itself in place, since the locking mechanism that would otherwise lock it into place, it's not around. I don't know why. I don't know why my chair doesn't have it. That is so much better on my back, not having to hold myself into an upright position. Oh, man. No, dang it. Static electricity. Alright, we are almost to the actual cards. Give it. Let go. Alright, we're starting to get into the trainer cards. And now you can see some of these gorgeous older styles that were around back then. I mean, it was awesome. Choose one energy card attached to one of your opponent's Pokemon and discard it. It was beautiful when your opponent had just barely lined up enough energy to start using their abilities, and then you would just nuke them. Oh man, that was satisfying. But at the same time, it sucked when that happened to you. Especially if it was a really good one like your double colorless energy. Then that really sucked. That would really, really suck. Okay. Okay, Pokedex. Look at the top 5 cards from the top of your deck and rearrange them as you like. That was actually a useful one. That was really useful to have back in the day. Man, I wish I had somebody here who was like really familiar with the newer cards and whatnot, or like maybe a meta deck builder and things like that. That could be looking at these decks and just going like, oh, holy crap. Like, that's how they built decks back then? They're like, yeah. These were the cards we had access to back in the day. I don't know if there's like newer cards that are a different style. But yeah, these were the cards. Item Finder, which looks like some strange spark plug / screwdriver configuration. I don't even know. I just don't even know. But anyway, apparently that's an item finder. Breathing is still very much a thing. Energy Retrieval. Trade one of the other cards in your hand for up to 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile. Huh. That's not bad if you're shy on energy. Discard some cards you don't need to bring back your energy cards from, well, not your graveyard, but your discard pile. I don't know. I like calling it graveyard because Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic the Gathering trained me to call it that. Okay, we'll be getting to the actual Pokemon here in a bit. As you can tell, these decks are not shuffled. Somebody went through them and sorted them, like, meticulously. Oh, there's Gastly. I love Ghost-type Pokemons. They're friggin' awesome. Okay, so the thing about Gastly, I actually have a story about that. I know the camera isn't good enough to pick this up, but in the background, there's like some graffiti on the wall behind this Gastly, and I had a friend who thought that their little sibling had actually drawn on their card until they looked at my Gastly, and then they were like, oh, that's, that's actually just straight up there. That's part of the artwork. And I was like, yeah, why? And then they explained it to me. That was actually really funny that for all that. Well, it wasn't funny that they got mad at their sibling over that, but it was funny that they mistook that for, come on, get in there, all the way. Oh, an actual drawing when it was part of the artwork. Okay, as you can tell, this is definitely a newer Pokemon, Mewtwo. It's definitely not one of the older ones. As I said before, we did stop playing around the time that the newer Pokemon were coming out. We weren't into them. There were some things that we liked about them, especially as a little kid. There were a few things I liked about them, but for the most part, I wasn't into that. Strangely, Psychic Pokemon's weaknesses is generally to other Psychic Pokemon, which is really funky. Like, the way to counter Psychic Pokemon, apparently, is with other Psychic Pokemon. That's just the weirdest thing. Which makes me want to have, like, a water deck with, you know, Psyducks and Golducks in it. Because they're water Pokemon with psychic abilities and their weaknesses to electricity, and you can have those Pokemon in your deck just for countering a potential psychic deck that you come up against, because psychic decks' weaknesses are generally psychic. But your cards would have weaknesses to electricity, not psychic, so you'd have a few aces up your sleeve for dealing with their cards, while your Pokemon would be indifferent to theirs. This is definitely a newer card. By newer, of course, I mean compared to these other cards. But, wait, what does this say? It's a Kiss Pokemon? What does that mean? If baby Pokemon is your active Pokemon and your opponent announces an attack, your opponent flips a coin before doing anything else. If tails, your opponent turns ends. Oh man, their turn just ends. I guess this Pokemon is just so absolutely cute that when your Pokemon goes to attack, it's like, oh no, too cute, I can't harm it, because it's a baby Pokemon. You know, who wants to harm a baby? I mean, then again, for you, though, putting out a baby Pokemon as your Pokemon, unless it's not actually, like, really harmless, unless it just looks that way. I mean, its ability is Psychiss. Flip a coin. If heads, choose a special energy card attached to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Your opponent shuffles that card into his or her deck. Oh, that could get harsh. In a hurry, but it doesn't do any damage. So I'm not rightly sure. It shows a small picture of Jinx there next to it. So I'm like, is that just the baby Pokemon that turns into Jinx? I have no idea. It's interesting, though. Oh, Cadabra. The original artwork for Cadabra. That is freaking gorgeous. I love that. I love these older artworks. There's just something about them that I just can't describe. Mostly because I'm not an artwork specialist or anything. Oh, Zaytu. I'm not a fan of this artwork style, but I do find that cool. The whole Natu to Zaytu concept was an interesting psychic Pokemon. Okay, let go. Go away. Alright. Abra. The original artwork for Abra. Man, I love Abra. Whenever I play the Pokemon game, catching an Abra was always on the top of my list, because this little Pokemon would turn into something powerful eventually. Oh, man. You wouldn't think it just to see it, but yeah. Lego. Static electricity. Slowbro. Nice. The evolution to Slowpoke. Apparently, part of the evolution for this Pokemon is just getting this weird clam thing to bite its tail, or whatever that is. So it's sort of a merging of two different Pokemon. I don't friggin' know. It's weird. But the Slowpokes and Slowbros were always an interesting breed to me. I was never a big fan of them, but... And here's a Slowpoke right here. It's a different artwork from the original, I believe. This one looks really funky, but yeah, that's a Slowpoke. Okay, Slowbro again. Okay, now coming up here, we have our first Mewtwo. Definitely not the original artwork. It was some sort of very strange promo thing. It's got that star with promo written through it. I am not rightly sure what that's about. As, you know, I was saying, this was a long time ago. But yeah, definitely older card. Definitely older. Alright. Holy terror, gotta breathe. Alright, this is the evolution of Gastly. This is Haunter. Holy Terra, do I love the ghost type Pokemon. I love all psychic Pokemon, but the ghost type especially. They were a lot of fun. They absolutely were. I think in the cartoon there was a time when a ghost Pokemon actually like pulled the ghost out of one of the main characters, like pulled their spirit right out of their body. That was a trippy time. That was really, really trippy. Another Slowpoke. Oh, wait. Was this the original? This must be the original artwork. It says first edition. I guess I was wrong. This is a first edition card. So that is the original artwork. I was mistaken. Okay. Anyway. Oh, here we have it. Alakazam. Sorry. Gotta get that fully in front of the camera. That is just gorgeous. I love Abra, Cadabra, Alakazam. I love that whole series of Pokemon. Anyway, let me go ahead and put that in there. Give it back. Another Mewtwo. An alternate art styled Gastly. Not the original, but oh man, I remember Lick. Flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed. Dude, that sucked. You could have the most powerful Pokemon ever, and you get one lick from a freaking Gastly. Boom, your Pokemon's paralyzed. Man, that would suck so bad to have a powerful, like, third level evolution Pokemon paralyzed. It's like at that point, just please let you have a full heal to take care of that. But then the Gastly can just do it again. Okay. Another Slowpoke. Another Cadabra. Oh, I was just about to mention I thought there was another Mewtwo in here, and there it is. Heart of the cards, baby. Heart of the cards. Okay, I believe this is the original artwork for Mewtwo from the card game. I freaking love it. Mewtwo was just... Oh, he was the most powerful. He was the most powerful of all psychic Pokemon. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Alakazam. Alakazam was a beast. But Mewtwo was a titan. Oh, man. Okay, let me go ahead and put that on there. Oh, man. Very yawny. Got ourselves another Haunter here. Oh, this one's holographic, too. Which Pokemon sounds powerful, Jake? I'm not sure which one I was talking about when you said that. And another Abra. Okay, that is the entire Psychic deck. Cool. Go ahead and put all of those away. Then we got 2 more decks that we have to put in sleeves. This next deck is a green deck. Nice. We have some classics in here, I am sure. I'm looking forward to the strength deck, though. I'm kind of happy that that one's coming up last because, man, it makes me really wish that Mark were here to see it, but maybe I can get him to catch the stream later. Okay, so that is that. Oh, darn. Oh, that was a pop. Alright, now we have emeralds. Nice. The bomb? Oh, do you mean Gastly? Oh, yeah. Gastly does look like a little bomb, doesn't he? He's just a little black sphere, so... Well, more like such a dark purple that he looks like he's, you know, black. He is a ghost Pokemon, so it's trippy that back when Pokemon was first coming out, they actually were like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we came up with a type of Pokemon that's literally a ghost? It's like when other Pokemon die, is there a chance that they'll just become Gastlys and evolve into Haunters and Gengars? That's like such a trippy... Oh, wait, I don't remember seeing a Gengar in that deck. Huh. That's odd. Oh, before I move on as well, I want to do some... basically, this right here is my... This is my first 3D print in ages. It's a little benchy. There were a lot of flaws on my new printer, which is up running thanks to XL Pudding. And yeah, it looks abso-fraggin-lutely awesome in my opinion. But yeah, a lot of flaws. I do need to work out the kinks in the printer. But that just looks awesome. Anyway, putting that aside, let's get back to the Pokemon. Yeah. I think it was Gastly. Pretty sure. Started. Maybe I should be putting the deck over here and the sleeves over here, because I always reach for the sleeves first, so I might as well put them closer. There we go. That way the cards are even a little bit closer to the camera, so they're picked up a wee bit better. Oh, are these upside down? Oh, they're upside down. Let me go ahead and flip these around. Nope. Come on. Whoops. Come on. Okay. Leave those there. Here comes everybody's favorite part. See me sleeving the energies. That's what everybody's here for. You all know it. Don't deny it. Look at these energies. Such variety. So much difference. Each one is such a unique piece. I will say, a lot of these energies are not actually completely identical. Along the bottom, there will be different symbols and icons and whatnot that the camera can't really pick up, unfortunately. Once I get a better webcam, I want to show these cards off again. Okay. Come on. This is going much faster. This is ridiculously faster. Holy terror. I should have been doing this the whole time. Cherry. Okay. Cool. There we go. All right. Can't wait till we actually get into the... Stay there, stay. Get into the meat of this. A Pokemon that I'm looking forward to seeing is Scyther. Bug-type Pokemon with just... Ooh, yeah, I remember in the video game on my old Game Boy, and I remember when I first got a Game Boy Color, that seemed like the biggest thing ever, having a Game Boy Color. But I remember going into that park and desperately wanting to catch a Scyther, but the only thing you had to actually attack the Scyther with was a rock. And I'm just thinking to myself, isn't this suicide? A Scyther would, if you hit it with a rock, it would totally attack you. Then you'd just be dead. But you could always just throw a Pokeball at it and try to catch it, and if you were lucky, you would, unless you had a Master Ball. If you had a Master Ball, you could just strut around that park. You could strut around just about anywhere without fear of being killed by other Pokemon, unless it was like 50 of them, or even 2. If there were if 2 Mewtwo show up, you're screwed. You're done screwed up. You're done. But if it's not 2 Mewtwo's, if it's just 1 Mewtwo, yeah, your Master Ball, perfect. Just nabbed. Flip a coin. If heads, you may search your deck for any basic Pokemon or evolution card. Show that card to your opponent, then put it in your hand. Shuffle your deck afterward. Dang. Not a bad card. Sucks that you have to show it to your opponent, but not a bad card. Gust of Winds. That is decently OP. Choose one of your opponent's bench Pokemon and switch it with his or her active Pokemon. That's actually a really useful thing. If they've got a Pokemon they're going to be building up in the back and they've got tanky Pokemon taking all your hits, just Gust of Wind that sucker and you get to, like, yeah, you get to choose which Pokemon it gets switched to. And that is decently overpowered. So many cards. Indeed. These decks each have 60 cards, so that's 60 that need sleeving. I had some sausages today. It felt good. Oh, man. Now you're making me want sausage. Why, Jake? Why? Don't you have any morals? Any scruples at all? Okay. I'm going to throw on a little bit of music again to help wake myself up once more. Because I'm starting to doze off again. Okay, that helped me a little. Okay. Stay. Oh, and here is our first at the actual Pokemon, Weeping Bell. That one I remember. A lot of funky plant-type Pokemon. Like, you get plant, bug, all kinds of different ones. Stay. Stay. Go over here. Oh, dang. Okay, alright, so first you'd have Nidoran. Then you'd have, yeah, Nidoran, Nidorino. Oh, wait. No, I think Nidoking goes to the other breed. Huh. There's 2 separate breeds of these. They're almost like the first 2 evolutions almost look like this first evolution looks like a really aggressive bunny. This looks like a bunny mixed with some sort of T-Rex or raptor or something. And then this is of the opposite breed or gender or whichever one it is, because I think these are 2 separate genders. Holy Terra. They're just beastie Pokemon though. I'm gonna have to, if this deck's got them all, I'm gonna have to go through and compare them, compare the artworks and everything. I'm gonna actually set these ones aside just to do that with. Ooh, hey, stay there. Ooh, darn! I ran one card over the other. Oh, last time that they're gonna be ran over anything for a while. Stay there. All right, Nidoking. In you go, you lovely great beast. Oh, and unusually, instead of having a weakness to fire, it has a weakness to psychic. That is interesting. Beedrill. Classic. And the artwork, in my opinion, is not bad. I actually like the artwork on that one. No, I did not sleep well last night, Jake. I rarely do these days. It's very frustrating. But I wouldn't give for one good night's rest. Not a night where I just sleep in super in the morning. A night where I actually just get restful sleep. Well, I kind of feel tired right now as well. Yeah, it's going around. Lots of people tired. Okay, another Weeping Bell. Come on. What does this say? Oh, Erica's Bellsprout, the basic evolution. Poison Vine. Huh, okay. Come on, get in there. What do we got here? Oh, this is definitely a slightly newer... Oh, wait. Oh, no. This is the opposite Pokemon to Scyther. I always preferred Scyther to Heracross, but still. I don't like the artwork for this one very much, though. Not a big fan of this artwork. Oh, oh. Just stirred the tree man. Apparently he's a big fan of it. He's like, stop insulting the artwork, punk. I've got a staff and I know how to use it. Oh, check that out. Executor. Basically a palm tree come to life. And your worst nightmare. And of course, this is Execute. Come on. Funky. It's like, it's literally eggs that evolve into some sort of tree. I don't get it. I do not get it. It's weird. I'm craving some potato salad. Haven't had one in ages. Potato salad. For me, that's a complicated food because I've had potato salad that didn't have anything I disliked, but I've also had potato salad that they put things in there that I really did not like. So, which is normal. Potato salad normally has a lot of things in it that I just don't care for. Alternate bee drill. Interesting. Huh. It also shows it moving through cactuses, which is unusual because that would be in some kind of desert region. And bee drills normally stick to forests. I mean, as far as I know. Another Kakuna. Kakuna Matata. Oh gosh, that just took forever for me to remember that. Kakuna Matata. There's Weedle. Okay, original artwork for Weedle is freaking awesome. Alright, Bellsprout. Yeah, this is the original artwork for Bellsprout as well, I think. Gosh, such nostalgia. So many years. There's another Nidoran. Oh, I guess there is no Nidorina. I think Nidorina was actually the female version. I guess I was wrong on that. Nidorina. Which is sort of Spanish. Something my wife's been teaching me. When something ends with an A in Spanish, it means like female. Like chica. Whereas with males, it's chico. Oh, ah, no. No. Whole deck went wild. So, while there's no O on the end of this one, so I guess it's not symbolizing the sort of Spanish way for dictating male and female, the Nidorina sort of dictates a Spanish orientation towards, you know, how they dictate female in Spanish. So, Just some random facts there. Anyway, there's no Nidorina in this deck, though, which I sort of find disappointing. I always like the combination between the Nidorinas and the Nidokings. But I guess they just didn't have room or just didn't have the cards. Alright, then we got a Victory Bell. Excuse me. Which is the eventual evolution from the Bellsprout to the... Darn, I forgot what the middle evolution was called. But then, finally, the Victory Bell. Holy Terra. This is not the original artwork for Scyther either. I just want to make that clear. Which is kind of sad. I love the original. At least I remember that I did. But I can't remember exactly what it looks like, so... Oh well. Alright, and finally another Nidoran. Which really just looks like a super angry horned bunny. Imagine if bunnies in the world... imagine if something happened to bunnies to cause them to mutate, where there are these perpetually, constantly ticked off animals that, like, if you just got anywhere near them, and they actually, like, would have a horn on their head, and they would just charge you. Imagine that. Imagine that all rabbits, bunnies, hares, all had that. You would not look at them the same way. You would just be like, oh crap, there's a hare over there. You'd be like, crap. Especially if they were one of those huge ones. Then you'd just be like, don't take it off. Okay, well that is the whole deck. Let me go ahead and put those back in there, and then we will go ahead and sort. Well, let me filter out the energies. This is a oh darn it, this is a handful. Okay, Nidoking, Nidorino, Nidoran, Victory Bell, Scyther, Bellsprout, Execute, Kakuna, Weedle, Beedrill, Erica's Execute, Erica's Executor, Heracross, Erica's Bellsprout. Oh, Weeping Bell. That's what the middle evolution is called. Weeping Bell. Fear the creature. Be very careful. Dang straight. If you know, bunnies, rabbits, and hares had a horn, they've just perpetually ticked off creatures. Just be like, stay away from it. Stop ticking it off. And then a lot of the normal trainer cards. Cool. I also really want to play this game again. It's been so long. So doggone long. Been ages. I also want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Again, because I've been going through and watching all the old Yu-Gi-Oh! Cartoons again. Which I never, because I wasn't allowed to watch cartoons when I was young, I never got to thoroughly watch. So now I'm getting to watch them properly in order. Alright, now we have Strength. Or Rock type. I love the little icon of the fist. I freaking love that. It's so Machop. Machop. Yeah. Machop, Machamp, and... Or... Darn it. What's the... I don't know. Oh no. Machoke is the second evolution. Okay. Okay, I think this is the one she wants for Strength. Let me go verify that. She sent me instructions. Let me check it out. Brown is for... Well, it doesn't say brown on here. So does Umber mean gold? Or does... Let me check the other ones again before I go do them. Okay, so this one's probably for gold. Or yellow for electricity. So... Let's see... Not you. Okay, there's another clear. There's another clear. Okay, I think these two are the matchups. Let's pop it open and see. Imperial Fists. Oh yeah, baby. The Imperial Fists of Pokemon. Oh yeah. I could see Imperial Fists riding, Machops and Machokes into battle. You know, even the basic evolution Machop can, with one arm, lift 1,000 pounds. So maybe an Imperial Fist could ride a Machop into battle. Definitely a Machoke. Definitely a Machoke. Man. If I can just get this thing to open. The plastic wrap on this one is being especially stubborn. Come on. Cool. Okay. Yeah, these ones are brown. Terra. All right, a little more music. While we're doing this. Okay, I feel more awake now. That's better. Hate it when I start dozing off. My thanks to Budgie for supplying that music. He contacted, well, the first part he just straight up paid for with some kind of online program that I'm not aware of. The second one, though, he actually got a friend of his to do some metal music for me. So I'd have access to that as for an intro. Abso-fraggin-lutely awesome. You can love Budgie, you can hate Budgie, but you must respect Budgie. For he's the Budgenator. Which actually sounds decently epic. The Budgenator. And then his little one, his little daughter, she's the Buddinator. Cause, you know, she's Buddy from his streams. So that would make her the Buddinator. That actually sounds kind of weird, because it's easy to think you're saying something else there. So, never mind. Never mind. Not gonna go with that one. But still, Budgie is the Budgenator. Alright. And then for Jake, what would Jake be? I like want to call him like the Jake Woonator. Jake Woonator. There we go. That actually sounds decently epic. The Jake Woonator. And in case anybody's not understanding the reference, it's, you know, sort of pun off of Terminator. The Terminator. The trick is to find a way to get whatever the name is that you're wanting to attach to Terminator to attach to the Nator part of it. So thus, Jake Woonator. Or Budgenator. I think the Tor part at the end is what really sounds cool. There you go, baby. Okay. I'll launch spicy minced lamb curies of death. You know, if that gets in somebody's eyes, that could really hurt. Like, spicy foods, when it gets in your eyes, like, my wife, whenever she has diced jalapenos, she always gets the jalapeno juices on her fingers, and that by itself burns her fingers. Like, it hurts. And then, she's made the mistake before of wiping her eyes while she still has the juice on her hand, on her fingers. And she's like, you never want to do that. Ever. Ever. It's agony. And I'm like, well, I don't even like jalapenos, so I have no intention of ever finding out. Because the taste of jalapenos to me makes me gag due to kind of a bad experience I had when I was a kid. So, while I love spicy foods, yeah, the taste of jalapenos, it still makes me gag. Okay, healing powder. Flip a coin. If heads, your active Pokemon is no longer asleep, confused, paralyzed, or poisoned, and remove 2 damage counters from it. If your active Pokemon has fewer damage counters than that, remove all of them. Okay, that's not bad. I mean, I don't like the chance of having to flip a coin, but still. Okay, trainer, copycat. You can play only one supporter card each turn. Oh, it's not a normal training card. When you play this card, put it next to your active Pokemon card. When your turn ends, discard this card. Shuffle your hand into your deck, then count the number of cards in your opponent's hand and draw that many cards. That could be cool. That could be really cool. I can see how that would be advantageous. Oh, Pokeball, flip a coin. If heads, you may search your deck. Oh, wait, I already read this out earlier. Oh, okay, alright. Pretty basic card, though. There's that full heal. No rolling a coin on that one. Better than sleeping powder in that way. Removes all special conditions as a default. Multi-technical machine 01. I am not sure. Okay. Energy Surge. This is the Miracle Berry. It is a Pokemon tool. Interesting. Attach Miss Miracle Berry to one of your Pokemon that doesn't have a Pokemon tool attached to it. So you can play as many of these as you like as long as you have enough Pokemon to attach them to, because only one of these per Pokemon. Okay. At any time between turns, if the Pokemon Miracle Berry is attached to is asleep, confused, paralyzed, or poisoned, you may remove all of those effects from that Pokemon and discard Miracle Berry. At the start of each turn, if the Pokemon Miracle Berry is attached to is asleep, confused, paralyzed, or poisoned, remove all of those effects from that Pokemon and discard Miracle. I'm confused. Did it just repeat itself twice? I'm not sure. I bet Miracle Berry tastes pretty good, though. Now I want fruit. I'd like an orange. I need oranges. Pokemon Center. Remove all damage counters from all of your own Pokemon with damage counters on them. Then discard all energy cards attached to those Pokemon. Oh, okay. So this has a con. Man, having to discard all energy attached to a high-level Pokemon, that would be painful. Dude, talk about a burn. Alright, we got Sandshrew here. Oh, there's your Machop. Followed by Machoke. Let's see, let's read the Machop. Loves to build up muscles. It trains in all styles of martial arts to become even stronger. So these Pokemon have a strange form of sentience. Like, I don't know for certain that all Pokemon are like sentient or whatever. I do know that Mewtwo are, but I do know they are a lot of them are very intelligent creatures, like extremely so. This one apparently is so intelligent, it learns martial arts in order to become stronger. So it's not like just randomly bench pressing stuff. It's learning martial arts. So If humans apparently come out with another martial art, it's just like learning it. Okay, this is the Machoke. And dang, does it have guns. Its muscular body is so powerful that it must wear a power save belt to help regulate its motions. Oh, dang. So these particular Pokemon apparently use some sort of technology. That's trippy. What did they do before humans came around and started helping them out? Were they just so uncontrollable that they couldn't figure things out? Oh, a first edition Machamp. This thing is gorgeous. Using its amazing muscles, it throws powerful punches that can knock its victims clear over the horizon. Man, that would kill things. I'm sorry, if you're getting punched over the horizon, you're dead. Unless you're a Primarch, then you'll be fine. But a Primarch could probably match a Machamp strength for strength. Or at least, I know Vulcan probably could. Because Vulcan be Vulcan, baby. Vulcan be Vulcan. Ooh, Gollum. Oh, man. This card, unfortunately, has suffered. It's a bit worn out. That's sad. That sucks. Oh, it'll be in a case now. And it'll be safe. Alright, we got a Sandslash here. Which is the evolution to Sandshrew. We got a Graveler. Which is the evolution to... What is that? Geodude? Geodude? Yeah, Geodude. And then evolves into Gollum. Yeah. Machop, very, very potent Pokemon in my opinion. Like, that's a good basic Pokemon you'd want to have plenty of. There's a Geodude. Oh, yeah. There's another stable one. And the good thing about strength decks is that they have a varied weakness. They either have weaknesses to plant-based, or they have weaknesses to psychic. But they don't have weaknesses to both. So if you're facing a deck that is either a psychic deck or a grass deck, you'll have Pokemon that will have resistance, will have strengths. Will either have weaknesses to one or the other, but all of them won't have weaknesses to both. So unless the person has a deck that's a mix of grass and psychic, which if that was the case, you'd be pretty screwed. But besides, like, if they don't have weaknesses to both, if they don't have both those in their deck, at least then you'd have some. Like, if I'm facing a grass deck, I'd really heavily favor protecting my Machops. I'd put Onyx out there to take hits and whatnot, even though he'd be ripped to shreds pretty quickly, to shield my Machop while I quickly get it built up into like a Machoke and then hopefully a Machamp and whatnot, so I could get them out there and start dealing some pain. And the opposite would be true if I was dealing with a psychic deck. Although with the way Pokemon at least worked back when we played, the more of your Pokemon that they wipe out, if they wipe out 6, they win. So you do want to be careful about that kind of thing. Right on. Protected by armor like hide, it is capable of living in molten lava of 3,600 degrees. Hey, salamanders, I think I found your new best friends. You could ride these guys through the lava. I could literally just see a literally salamanders just like, they're attacking an orc-infested world and they just start dropping lava bombs onto it. So it's just like, boosh, covering the planet in lava, and then they just come down riding these beasts, and the orcs are just like, well, frag. They're cutting us, like, wiping out, countless millions of us with these lava bombs, and then we can't even cross the lava streams, and they can with impunity, and they're not even flying. Though if the orcs believed enough, they'd be able to survive the lava. Because orcs be orcs. Let's face it. Orcs be orcs. Geodude. Found in fields and mountains, mistaking them for boulders, people often step or trip on them, which I imagine could backfire in a hurry. Graveler. With a free and uncaring nature, it doesn't mind if pieces break off while it rolls down mountains. Man, if you were a hiker hiking up mountains, you'd literally have to be very familiar with like the sound of a Graveler coming down the mountain, because that could backfire in a hurry. I can only imagine the carnage. Oh, dude, that would be fun. Hey, if anybody ever watches this, you can like animate a Vulcan ride like salamanders riding Rhydons, and they'd be all be like, "We want to boop the Snoop, and now we boop the Snoop on you." That would be freaking awesome. That would be so freaking awesome. I would love that. Alright, Gollum. Alright. Its boulder-like body is extremely hard. It can easily withstand dynamite blasts without damage. Oh, dang! And then if they wanted to have some golems to throw around, that would be fun. That would be really fun. Then Onyx. Okay, as it grows, the stone portions of its body harden to become similar to diamonds, though colored black. Well, it doesn't look, but maybe this is a younger one that hasn't turned black yet. But still, Onyx, very powerful Pokemon. Very powerful. Ooh, a Hollow Steelix. That is pretty, but its main ability requires a Steel-type energy, which was new at the time, and yeah, we never got that. We never got the Steel-type energy and stuff like that. So unfortunately, this thing's bigger ability is not something that could even be used in this deck, because there's no Steel energy. And finally, another Machoke. So yes, that is the strength deck. Let's go ahead and peruse that one more time. Okay. Alright, let me actually get that in view of the camera. Alright. Yeah, right on. I'd love to see salamanders riding into battle on Rhydons, and then even Rhyhorns. Its massive bones are 1,000 times harder than human bones. It can easily knock a trailer flying. So yeah, Rhyhorns and Rhydons. That'd be awesome. I'd love to see salamanders riding them. And then when Vulcan comes back and sees what his sons are riding, he's like, "I want to boop the Snoop." That is awesome. Okay, and then a lot of decently normal training cards. Anyway, though, I will now go ahead and go through the binders and show off a bunch of rare Pokemon that my little sister has managed to hold on to throughout the years. Which is abso-fraggin-lutely awesome. Let me go ahead and put away these decks. Oh boy, the box won't close now. The box that the decks were in, it won't close. It's just too jam-packed now. Dang. Alright, I'm just going to put that down here for now. Alright, let's go ahead and explore the... Oh wait, I got to put these cases away first. Oh yeah. You know what? I don't know why the freaking salamanders don't have lava bombs already. They should. That way when they visit some, random worlds... and they like want to protect civilians. It's like, boosh, they just drop, like, a river of lava in front of the civilians, cutting off. Like, unless Chaos or whatnot just wants to go wading through molten rock. They're just all like, well, crap. Does anybody know where the firemen are and cool off this rock? Like, do we have a Pokemon for that? Okay, alright. Oh, man, a lot of these Pokemon, I I'm not familiar with Tyranitar. Or oh wait, Sneasel. I've seen Sneasel. Of course, there's Jigglypuff. Who doesn't love Jigglypuff? Oh, and a lot more colorless. Oh, Pidgeotto. First there was Pidgey, Pidgeotto, and then Pidgeots. I remember those. I loved those Pokemon. Yeah. And then another Persian. Oh yeah, there's another Snorlax, second edition. There's Pidgeot. I remember when I got my first Pidgeotto and Pidgeot. When I first got those, I was so excited. I was so happy. Yeah. I felt like I'd really accomplished something. And then this is Skarmory. I think that's another... Yeah, that's another Steel-type Pokemon. Oh, Clefable. I remember collecting those in the video game. And then Vibrava. I have no idea. I have no idea about this one. I've never seen this one before. Okay. No more for a bunch of pages. Let's cycle through here. Okay. Then we have Pokemon in what looks like... I'm going to assume this is Japanese. It's some Oriental language, but I'm going to assume Japanese. Because I think Pokemon was also, for a little while, big in Japan. And for some reason, once in a while, when we'd open up a deck, we'd get some Japanese cards. And we just kept them. You know, even though we couldn't read them. Oh, there's a Star Mew, or Star U, however it's pronounced. Oh, darn, what's this Pokemon called? Darn, I can't remember either one of these, what their names are, these two. Drat, Bonehead something on this one. And then Geodude, Ape something on this one. Drat, I can't remember their names, and I can't read them. I don't read Japanese. I'm not familiar. I'm just making assumptions as to what language it is, but... And I believe over there, they called them pocket monsters. Okay, this is Golden Star, maybe? Oh, yeah, another fossil Pokemon, but for some reason this one was labeled as a water type, which is... Well, they did live in the water, so that's actually not that surprising. Oh, darn, I know this Pokemon. Why can't I remember his name? And then a Pikachu. Ooh. Oh, wait, no. Even though it's all hollow, it's still considered a common. Okay, I gotta breathe. Okay, just had to breathe there for a moment. Dang, I can't remember that guy's name either. Wheezing, maybe? Wheezing? Not coughing. Coughing's the basic one. Oh, Venusaur, maybe. No. Can't remember. Grime. This one's name is Grime. And Bulbasaur. And I think this is Ekans, maybe? And then the other one was Weedle. I think this one is Weeble. Huh. Anyway. And then, yeah. A lot of trainer cards we've already seen. We'd actually keep these cards and we'd use them as long as we had duplicates that actually said what they were. Oh, this is this right here is Spanish. This one right here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Spanish. But anyway, yeah. Okay, my back. Oh. That is that one. Let's go ahead and explore the other one really quick. Ooh. Okay. First two, we got a Lantern, which was one of those newer ones, and then a Raichu. A lot of grass type. Ooh, yeah, Ditto. Oh, yeah, Ditto, baby. I love Ditto. Though that Pokemon movie where it had a Ditto in it, that was genuinely freaky. It freaked me out. When I saw the Ditto's eyes, I was legitimately just like, this is legitimately super creepy. Anyway, I'm not familiar with this Shedinja. I just don't even know. I'm not even gonna try. Not familiar with it. That is a lot of executors though. Oh, there's a Nidorina. Check it out. That's the female version. Man. This one may not have a horn, but imagine if, like, the female version of rabbits, hares, and bunnies had, like, spikes along their back. So you just be like, man, you just don't want to mess with either gender. You just don't. Like, either one, they're just going to mess you up. Okay, Venomoth. That is the ultimate evolution to Weevil. No. I was wrong. I'm sorry. Wrong one. My bad. If there's any Pokemon fans that watch this, they're going to be all, like, typing in the comments going, how dare you? No. Butterfree is the ultimate evolution to Weevil. It goes from Weevil to Metapod to Butterfree. My apologies. Okay, and then Venomoth is the ultimate evolution to Venonat. Oh, this guy's name is Smogmog? Weird. And then Brock's Golbats, which these Pokemon have been known to be psychic on occasion, so that is a thing. More Nidorans. Oh, wait, the Nidorans don't actually end with an A. I was wrong. Oh, okay. This is an Ivysaur. We got a Skiploom. I do remember Skiploom. I am familiar with them. Oh, here's Weezing. What the heck was that other one? I gotta go back and compare these. They look the same. Look, it says Smogmog. That's weird. It says Smogmog right there. And then this one says Weezing. I knew it was Weezing. What the heck? Alright, then we got some Mucks here. Oh, Arbok. Oh yeah, very classic Team Rocket Pokemon. Ooh, a Parasect. Not the worst Pokemon in the world. I've collected a few of those. And we got some Golbats. Ooh, a Gloom. I remember that. This Gloom looks like it's made out of clay. Then we got an alternate art style for Beedrill and Kakuna. Leafeon. Another evolution to Eevee. Interesting. I wasn't familiar with Leafeon. More Weedles. Ooh, Charmeleon, I mean. Oh, Magmar. The corrupted... Let me see. Found at the mouths of volcano and extremely hard to spot. There are very few instances of capturing this Pokemon. Interesting. So, I thought it was like a very, like, toxic Pokemon, sort of like Weezing. No. They're just... They hang around volcanoes and crap, so they're just hard to spot. Entei. I remember my Entei. I freaking loved that card. A Pokemon that races across the land. It is said that one is born every time a new volcano appears. Interesting. Okay, I wonder if that's true. Or if it's just a folk legend. Okay. And then Blaziken. I do remember Blaziken from at least the video game. Or, I mean, the cartoon. The cartoon, I mean. We have an alternate style for Charmander. Ooh, for Alligator. I do actually remember for Alligator. I don't know. I don't remember Combusken? That's funky. Oh, Kingdra. I do remember Kingdra. That I do remember. Gyarados, of course. Gyarados, I mean. Gyarados. Sandshrew except water? Interesting. One of its abilities is Ice Ball. Intriguing. And then Quillfish. Huh. A Poliwrath, of course. A Vaporeon. Holy cow. Man. And then a Tyracroc. Oh yeah, and then we got Dugong, Wartortle. Oh, Seaking. That's one I remember. Oh, an Amistar. Nice. Mark actually recently made... Sorry, I didn't realize that wasn't the camera. Recently made a beautiful clay sculpture of Amistar. It was just gorgeous. I freaking loved it. A dark Gyarados, unfortunately. You know, Team Rocket being Team Rocket. Anyway, we got Seal, Seadra. Oh, yeah, I remember Seadra. Oh, yeah. What is this? Tentoxa? Oh, Hypno. I remember Drowsy and Hypno. Yeah. Jinx, of course. Haunters. Wait. Psychic Weezings? I have never seen a Psychic Wheezing before. That is trippy. Mr. Mime. Oh yeah, Mr. Mime. I'm familiar. Gallade. Not familiar with Gallade. Ooh, a very ticked off looking No, he's not even ticked off. He's just like maniacal. Gengars and Haunters and Gastlys. They're usually out just for fun, you know. They're like, we're dead now, so we're just gonna have fun. Cosmog. Oh, whoa. Excuse me. Whoa. Donaphan. Interesting. Rhydon, Machamp, Coughing. Oh, yeah, Coughing is the basic evolution. Anyway, then Machoke, Onyx, more Rhydons. A lot more Pokemon we've seen from the Strength deck. Ooh, yeah, Primeape. Oh, yeah. Ooh, Moggle Bomb. I do remember this Pokemon. It was very surprising to learn that it was a Strength Pokemon. That was interesting. I expected it to be plant-based. I burp all the time. Oh, sheesh. My wife, she belches all the time. Like, that woman, that was one of the main reasons why I married her. That woman just belches. Just dang. We got a Hitmonlee. Ooh, one of the classics. I love Hitmonlee. Oh, man, Hitmonchan. It's an alternate art style I don't particularly like, but still, I mean... And then a Dark Primeape, sadly. Ooh, Kabutops. Mark, why aren't you here? Got a holographic Kabutops as well. Oh, these two are awesome. Mark, where are you? And then Claydol, Hitmonchan, and Pupitar. Oh, Pupitar is an alternate evolution to Weeble? Oh, no, that's not Weeble. Never mind. That would be cool, though, if there was an alternate evolution to Weeble. Alright, everybody. Well, that sums up about all of that. There are some other cards that I do need to be sorting through. I might just end up uploading that as a video. We will have to see on that one. And we will take a look then when we get there, when we cross that particular bridge. But when I do any more sleeving for the rest of these, that'll probably just be a video, yeah. Anyway, though, everybody, let me know. Yeah, I know. Mark's got to be lurking around somewhere. Next time I see him, I'll be like, man, check out that freaking stream I did, dude. Like, at the very end, that's when I finally covered Kabutops, so go check it out. Anyway, though, yeah. Man, my back is sore. Alright, well, if anybody has any feedback or anything, or if anybody happens to come across this and is interested in buying these, well, let me know. This is my little sister's collection, and I could toss any information about that her way. She might be interested in selling these. She might not be. I don't know. But she won't say no just to hearing about offers. So if you have a serious offer, let us know. Anyway, though, yeah, any other type of feedback, that's what the comment section is for. Also, if you have not already hopped onto the Discord channel, it is the second link down. Oh, wait, no, I do not actually have that in the, I don't have that link to this one. I'm so used to doing Total War streams that I have them in all of the settings for the Total War streams. So I can actually say that and it's true, but for these ones I can't, so I totally spaced it. Alright, in any case though, everybody, thank you very much for tuning in. Y'all are absolutely awesome. Especially you, Jake, and you, Budgie, if you're around. And, yeah, don't have anything else going on here at the moment, so... Well, I will see you next time. I'm still trying to figure out how we're going to be doing the streaming thing in the future and uploading videos and whatnot. I really wanted to do this, even though, like, I didn't... There's a weird confliction and whatnot, but I have started 3D printing again, so once I get the flaws sorted out with my 3D prints, you can probably be expecting more of that as well, which includes my own designs, which I have begun on, which is what I want to be selling with my actual business. Yes, we are Legionus, Jake. We are Legionus. Anyway, everybody, y'all are absolutely awesome, as I keep pointing out, and I will see you next time. If you have any ideas for any videos that I can do or streams, please let me know. That is absolutely what Discord is for. If you are not already a part of Discord and you want to be, just comment about it. I generally see all the comments unless YouTube blocks them for some dumb reason, which once in a while does actually happen. But anyway, though, yeah. Alright, everybody. I will see you next time. Don't y'all be getting